is a service. It's a gift in a way. So to just know that unless you let them know, you're sort of cheating them out of that opportunity to be touched and moved and inspired and, you know, contributed to by what it is that you do. And the other thing is that I'm not in charge of whether or not people like my art or buy my art. My job is to do it and put it out there. And there's other forces in the world that are in charge. And they're mysterious. And another thing is there are events that I've done that it feels like, oh, it's so much effort, it's so much energy, and it wasn't worth it. And I come back and I do the same event again another year, and it's a whole nother year. I mean, I sold 2 original watercolors and a whole lot of prints at this year's San Anselmo Art Festival. Now, I don't know if you know San Anselmo, but it's not exactly a banner art festival. But I sold better than I did at Sausalito, by far, at San Anselmo. So the thing is, you just never know. You never know who's going to come in, and you just got to kind of be with yourself and your inner process, and is anybody going to come, and, you know, hopefully you're going to be deluged with people, and they're, you know, half of them are going to buy something, and you're going to go, yay! But if that doesn't happen, it's, you know, just hang in there. What we do isn't, I can't tell you how many street festivals that I go to and I think, I should be selling hot dogs. Then I'd be sure that I'm going to be making money. Beer, okay? Whatever. But we're called to some other level, you know, some other level of expression, and putting it out there is hard. It's hard. And I think that this is the best event to get your start. It's absolutely, hands down, the best way to go. You know, you don't have to, it's lower investment than, you know, putting together a booth like Barbara and I do out in the world. And it's, you know, if you're doing it in your home or your garage or your studio, it's your space, and that's already there. And it's just literally opening your doors and saying, come see what I do. And we're really, really fortunate that this isn't juried. You know, that there isn't somebody saying you get to be in and you don't, you know, that we all get to be in, and that's wonderful. It's wonderful, because that's not that way in other counties' events. So it's just a great way to you know, to have your debut with the world if you've never shown your work publicly. Open Studios is just a precious, precious opportunity. So thank you for all of your hard work so that we get to do this. So does anybody have any questions?
I have a burning question.
Yes.
I haven't done MOS, but I've done Winter Open Studios at the ICB 2 times now. And my question is about the email list.
Yes.
Nobody wants to sign it. I get tired of asking them. There are so many people who come out like I used to before I started painting, because they just want to see art. And I want people to sign my email list who buy art. So what do you do?
What I do is sometimes I just go, crap, I didn't ask them again either.
Right.
And sometimes I say, this is my email list. And I send out really beautiful emails of this kind of work. And if this is something you'd like in your inbox, I would love to stay in touch with you. And if you don't, please don't sign my list, because the last thing I want to be is a pest. Okay. I do not want to pester you. You know what I mean? Like that. And if there's something, like I did this really fun thing this last fall. I do really bright, accessible kind of art, watercolor, fruit, flowers, pastries, and I put my art on mugs. And they've been just a ton of fun, and people are really enjoying them. And so if I have something like that coming up, I say, I've got this new thing coming up. I'm going to have my art on mugs. If you want to know about that, I'll let you know when I get it done. And I just try to keep it really, like, conversational, and, like, I'm just asking them if they like a glass of wine, you know?
Give them the wine first.
Yeah. Yeah,